All right, so this is the Algebra 1 quick review, factoring trinomials with a lead coefficient. What I mean by that is that 2 in front of that squared term. All right, and the thing that it does is it gives us more than one possibility. All right, well, with factoring any trinomial by trial and error, let's factor out common factors first, and there are none. Okay, so that means next is 2 parentheses. Now I'm going to look at the lead term and say I need factors of 2x squared, so how about 2x and x? Only possibility there. All right, now when I deal with my back term, this negative 10, I have to keep in mind I got to add up to it. I have to end up with a negative 1x in the middle. So I'm thinking about negative 10, I'm thinking about 1 and 10, 2 and 5, right? So in my thinking, if I put a 5 here, I'm always thinking what the outers multiply to. That would be a 10. With a 2 in the middle, is that going to get me to 1? No way. So I know that's not the proper thought there. How about if I put a 2 here? 2 times 2 is 4. And if this is the 5, can that get me a 1? Yeah. And I need it to be a negative 1. So how about a positive 2 and a negative 5? Again, notice the negative 5 times a positive 2 is a negative 10. That's good. And here's my check. The outers is a positive 4x, and the inners is a negative 5x for a grand total of negative x. There's the proper middle. There's the proper factoring. Quantity 2x minus 5 times the quantity x plus 2. Let's look at one other example here. So remember the first law of factoring. Factor out common factors first. What do we got? A common 6, right? And not only that, but a common, yeah, just a common 6. Okay, so let's see where we end up here. So 6 times 4a squared, 6 times 8 is 48, and 6 times 5 is 30, right? So we got out the common 6 out of each of those terms. Okay. Now come my 2 parentheses, but here's the thing. With a 4 out front, not only do I have a 4a and an a possibility, I also have a 2a and a 2a possibility. See, my possibilities increased. So I got to be careful now because I have either the 4a and a or the 2a and a. All right, 2a and 2a. So let's take a look. All right, thankfully my back isn't too tough. It's a negative 5. So again, I'm always thinking, if I put a 5b right here, it's going to give me 20. That's never going to give me an 8 in the middle. What if I put the 1 there? Then the 5 has to go, and that's going to give me a 9. And that's also not going to get the 8 in the middle. Okay, let's try something else. How about if I put the 5 there? That's going to give me 10. And if I put the 1 there, that's going to be 2. Can a 10 and a 2 be an 8? Yes. All right, well, I got to be careful here because this is a 5b and this is a 1b, right? Because you got to get negative 5b squared. And I need the negative 8ab to be negative. So I'm going to put the negative there and the positive there. So watch the check here. This is a negative 10ab. This is a positive 2ab for a grand total of negative 8ab. Exactly what I needed in the middle. I found the correct pair. And by the way, don't forget to keep what you factored out in front of your parentheses. 6 times quantity 2a plus b times quantity 2a minus 5b.